Hey everybody, Mike here. So I want to talk about these pale blue batteries real quick that I've been using for just a short while. I want to explain to you why I think these are actually pretty neat, why they're actually a little bit better than maybe like rechargeable nickel metal hydrides that I've got here as well, and show you a quick comparison. These pale blue batteries come in pretty much every common size you would need, AAA, AA, 9 volt, you name it. These 4-packs come in these nice little carrying cases, which supplies you with this little USB charging cable, and then there's 4 USB-C ends on the ends that will plug into your batteries. On your AA battery here, it's across the top, and then on your AAA, like you see here, it kind of goes a long ways across the battery. And that's a pretty slick design. I'm sure a lot of you have used the rechargeable batteries like this Rayovac that I've got in my hand. Obviously, these come in that, they got that ginormous brick you got to plug in. It's just clunky and hard to take with you. If you're traveling and you need to recharge your batteries, not only is the charge time on these only like an hour and a half to get them back fully charged again, that's a lot less to carry around with you. Not to mention you got the little carrying case to keep everything kind of conveniently together. So when you go to compare these batteries, it's important to know. Now, where something like a lithium ion battery might shine versus like your standard alkaline battery or these 2 nickel metal hydride batteries, on your lot of power hungry devices or some of your devices that demand a lot of juice, so like for example like this camera flash I've got here, or maybe like a high-end controller for like an RC plane or whatnot, it's important to keep your battery voltage up as high as it can get. And actually, in fact, if you're too low of a voltage, you can damage the electronics within that device. So to give you a quick rundown here as to why that's important and why these pale blues excel, here. All these batteries are fully charged or brand new. On your nickel metal hydride battery, I'm seeing 1.45 is fully charged. On this AA here is 1.42. Now on your alkaline, brand new out of the box, it actually runs at a 1.6. That's going to be the highest voltage of all 4 of these. And then your pale blue lithium ion is at 1.52. Now what's important to know about lithium ions, if you've never used these before, is this battery will actually deliver a steady 1.5 volts all the way up to where it's depleted, and then it'll just die all at once. So you've got a real strong voltage line going all the way to the end, and then it just drops right at the end. On an alkaline, it acts pretty well the same. But on these nickel metal hydride batteries, you'll notice almost instantly after maybe a half hour use or so on whatever your device is, these will drop down from 1.4, 1.5, 1.4 all the way down to like 1.2. And on most devices, like say a TV remote or a kid's toy, you're not going to notice really. But on something that's really power hungry, like say, I don't know, a high power LED light or flashlight, or this camera flash that I've got here, or a high-end remote control for like an RC car, you're going to notice that drop in voltage pretty easily if the device even actually powers on at all. Now something else too, you wouldn't think of at first, but it actually adds up, especially if you're putting 4 to 8 of these batteries in one device. There's a weight savings that comes with these lithiums. I'm measuring in grams here, but your standard alkaline battery comes in at right at 25 grams on my scale. And then this nickel metal hydride is going to be the heaviest. It comes in at 30 grams on the scale. Now your pale blue is 15 grams. So this battery weighs half as much as this Rayovac nickel metal hydride battery. You start adding that up times 4, times 8, times 12 in a device. That's quite a bit of weight savings, which you could probably actually feel if you're holding something in your hand for a long period of time. What's really neat about these little pale blue batteries as well is when you plug them in, this whole rim right here lights up green all the way around it, and it'll flash until it's fully charged, and then it goes steady lit. So it's got a real nice visible indicator when you're charging your battery. And then you can see this thing just plugs into the side like so, and then you can plug all 4 of them in at the same time and charge. And then if you're charging your AAA battery, the orientation is just turned 90 degrees and it plugs in the same way. I really like that charging feature. I like how convenient that is. And something else that's really nice about that as well is if you carry a power brick with you, to charge your devices and whatnot, and it's got a USB on the side of it, you could actually use that power brick to recharge these batteries as well. So I haven't been using these for very long. These have quickly become my favorite battery when it comes to my high power consuming devices. And now if you're just running kids' toys or your remote control, things where batteries last for quite a while before they deplete, I don't know that I'd recommend these batteries just because they are so expensive compared to your standard alkaline batteries or your rechargeable batteries. You're going to pay a premium for these. Or something where you're constantly going through batteries, like for example my headlamp here, I think I put batteries in this almost once a month, if not twice, depending on how often I use it, especially during like the fall and winter months where the days are shorter. Putting these rechargeables in there absolutely makes sense. Or if you're a photographer using a flash like this and it doesn't have its own rechargeable battery built in, these batteries are more than paid for themselves. Not to mention you're cutting down on waste and how many batteries you're throwing in the trash. And with these having up to 1,000 cycles built into them before they need to be replaced, they're absolutely a good option to consider. So if you're in the market and you find this concept somewhat appealing, check out Pale Blue's line of batteries and see if you've got any devices that you think that these might work for you in. So it didn't take me very long for these to quickly become kind of my favorite battery around the house, especially in my high consuming devices like my headlamp or my camera flash. As time goes on, I'm finding more and more things that I think these would actually be useful in. Plus, I really like the idea that I'm not throwing away so many batteries per month after I've worn them out. It's amazing how far battery technology's come. Thanks for watching.